Sinara Adonai Sana Gurahulai Sana Dhyana Abdina Hogaranyana Amen. Amen Amen Truly I tell you I am Jesus Christ. The first words pandemic. Accept it or not, believe it or not. That is the words pandemic human. GSUS. You know? So who gives me this name? Like I said in the other record, it is your Theologian, you in the worlds that has given me name. For you are like this. There's a game humans that I really like. The mirror that find that you hunt and find like how many apple is there, you know, like you put together or the pieces like that, like hunting. It is the symbol of my GSUS humans, of what you call me GSUS. It is the symbol of the time of when I hop into the body of the chapnel, you know, to my, I would say, to the body of my branch, you know, find, treasure hunt. You know, the game Treasure Hunt, I really like that one. It's just before I was fully awakened, or what you call the, when I find out that I become the god of the dead is when the day I find out humans that I become the god of the dead is this December on 2007 when I find out why humans, because there's a singer that I see this man or little boy that is very fearful into many things. He is very good, you know, is very, I say very good. His name is Marky Shelo, which is he died on December. I always look after him. I always look after his child because he comes from a very poor, you know, like a very poor, and but he was too young when I take him. Why? Because it was his time to work in the eternity, you know. So that was, I said that to die is gain. He's happy now. He's happy, and he's coming with the rest. With you know, he's coming with the you know, with the king. I say the kingdom come, you know, like this. That's when the day I find out humans. And since that time, every time I take someone from the world, I always wonder, and next day I look for them. That is when I was slowly awakening, when I was becoming the immortal, when I was becoming immortal, you know. From when I was poisoned, it was just got worse. It got worse. Why? Because my other self was somewhere, and my other self is on the world, and my other self is in heaven. You know. Still, I do not tell anybody what I become, because I don't want anybody to be scared around me. You know, because it was the time of starting of the Antichrist, the rising of the many false prophet 2007. When I say many false prophets, women, it's those who have been claiming to be pastors, prophetess, prophets, false prophets, all this. You know, it's them. Which is, I knew it didn't. I would say it's literally or officially started in these days, 2007. I would say because, you know, there were already before time that have been claiming to be pastors, but it wasn't then that sinful into the eyes of God, you know, until they totally eat that fruit of knowledge and burnt them to pieces. You know, it's like this. I let you carry on. I allow you. All these things happens to you in the world. All these calamities, all that, all this happening in your world. I'm allowing all this to happen. Why? Until you are fully deep into that mud and there's nowhere for you to go. There's nowhere for you to go. Why? Because that is how you have far offended me. You know? That is how you far offended me. That is when the day I've started, or that's when the day I find out that I become the God of hell. I become the God of hell. The day when, because I am the book that made flesh human, the scroll of the Lamb. I am, you know, when I said to you, I'm the walking book, I'm the book, all that. That is the very first day I find out, when I say first day, very first time I find out that I become their God. Well, I will say their God. It's only the time in the world that I found out since throughout my incarnations as what you called advocate, Messiah, you know. And then after that, I saw somebody that almost dying. And then even when I see that it's already time, I give it, I give it a day. When it's asked me, Mom, can you give me 1 day? Take me next, like this, Mom, can you give me 1 day? I just want to play with the dog. So like the princess of Thailand. Mom, can you give me another day just to play with the dog? Okay? I'll come back next day. But next day, I didn't come near. Why? For her not to say again. Because why humans is soft? We have to obey what rules is rules. And this is the treaty in heaven and earth. What rules is rules. This is what we do. In your world, you don't have this. In spirit realms, we are dignified. We are dignified. What is rules is rules. When it's your time, it is. You cannot say, like this. But I give. I give, allow, like this. That is why I let you all these things happens to the world. All that, they're false, all this. Can't you see around you? I'm letting all that happens because so that I can put you all like really deep, like a sauce. You have sauce and then you have meat. And then I want you to literally put all that meat of you inside of that mud for you not to get out from it. Because that sauce I'm dipping in you too is gas. That is why you are allowed to, because like I said, it is your salvations. You cannot and shall not always rely onto somebody. You have to like this, you must. You work hard for your things. That is why you are here to work, not say anything about anyone. Accept whatever is happening around you. Accept what's ever happening around you. Still, don't call anyone. Why? Because when you call somebody names, and then you are non-spirit, because if you are spirit inside you, the angel will tap your head. How the angel will tap your head? He will give you sickness to pay. Because it's your brother that you called these names too. We pay right away. This is the truth, you must. This is the truth. And every time, I just keep seeing humans that, I say this in the records before, that every time I see someone, next day it's dead. Or every time, like now, someone has been taken, and the next day or after a few hours, I saw that, because I'm seeing it as around me. I see that. It's like, what they call the Susan Roses in Philippines, or because this is my church. This is my the 7 angels that I sent throughout the world, humans, as the India, which was I won't tell you which angels it was. India, UK, Ukraine, and antipolo, or you call the tech America. I should not speak America right now because I know it's going through hard time about storms in some, and then Russia. These names that I've been speaking is this is the these words that I've been speaking, because the others is great, good, like this. I cannot really tell you what's behind the scene, humans, because I am the supreme that talking to you all these things, and there's some things that I must not tell you, but it's just me as a scroll of the lamb. I am the scroll, I am the lamb. I can't, what I speak is what is me. You know? I cannot change. It is just, it is what it is. That's all I say. It is what it is. And over time, I just keep saying it's going to be dead. I can see already the future is going, or the past. Why? Because next day they're around me. Whoever are those in my list today that I needed to bring forth, I carry my because in here, humans, we have swords to how do we take the spirits out of you, which I tell you in the other record, you know. So that is why I said to you, do not tell me a lies of I only, there's many people who say that they knew me, they love me. That is why you become Pinocchios of this end. You're like Pinocchios. Do you know that every time you lie, humans, your nose is just gets longer and longer? And this is, do you know that Pinocchio was made of wood? And it was my spirit? It was my spirit of Pinocchio to give the all to my loner sister. Or I say the man. I would say the man. Accompany the man, the old man, to accompany my old man, to accompany my old man. I turn Pinocchio into my souls. And then because Pinocchio, the wood, feels true love, he becomes real person. He becomes a real person. And that is symbol also of the figs, the trees of the figs. The trees, humans? If you can think or have this light into your brain, then I'm in the next record, I will tell you what it becomes of this end. The more you lie, humans, your souls, your spirits just gets longer and longer and longer. It's patin and patin and patin and patin. That's what happened to your souls, humans. Every time you lie, every time you speak the word of God, having no spirit of God, you just become more and more and more and more gross. You're just, spiritually, you're like that. If Pinocchio's nose gets longer with a pointing arrow in it, yours is different. Your nose is a meat that goes bigger and bigger and bigger, that you are dragging and dragging and dragging. That is why do not tell me that, oh, I love Jesus Christ, because I am not. Which one you are talking about? Which one? I do not accept that speaking from your mouth. I accept what's in your heart, because in your heart I can tell you who you are. The more we don't speak this love, we find it. We find it, humans. You can tell me all that balaks, all that thing, what you were listening, no, but you cannot fool me, humans. You cannot. Because no matter how much you say, I knew I am not in your souls. Why? Because every time you tell me you love me, all I see is your souls growing its pots. Humans? Though I still don't deny that name JSUS, because they reversed it when it was supposed to be Suse or Kiss. Seek, find the truth. Seek, find the truth. A symbol of the treasure hunts. How many apples can you see are there? Find it. You find and you keep looking and looking and looking. It's the same as Chopnell and I. Which one is the vine? The little bird hook ends to the body of my panels. You got it, humans? The little birds that hook ends to my panels. When I say panels, woman, it's either Chopnell but Chopnell is the one what I said that I can destroy both body and flesh. I say this because I say three of us. Raphael, Chopnell, and I. Why? Because through them humans, I died. Reversal to what you've been doing to me. Jesus Christ. You even use me when you swear. For fuck's sake. Or when you say, jeez, like that, the swearings. Because if humans, I made it like that. Why humans? For you to know that it isn't my supposed to be name. Mugana to tuhula ay karahuna sa rahaya karahaya.